So a lot of people don't know about the abuse that goes on inside of prisons and jails. I'm gonna be talking about my prison experience. I was in a juvenile prison when I was 14. So I ended up actually being a part of a lawsuit against the prison. I didn't get to go to any of like the court hearings because I was still in prison, but I'm gonna tell you about the events that led up to this lawsuit. So first, the strip searches. I don't think y'all understand how often like you get strip searched. And to adults that might not be a big deal, but to kids, it is. To have to strip down completely naked in front of a random, 21 to 50-year-old woman and have to sit there and expose yourself to them and, spread and cough and just all that. It's really, really traumatizing. At 20, I'm about to be 21 in 2 months. I am still very, very traumatized from that. And the excessive amounts, like how often they would do it was just ridiculous. And on top of that, they would sit there and make comments about our bodies and talk about our growth and our developmental stages, whether we shaved or not. They just made a lot of really weird comments, and it's just so degrading. Another thing that they loved to utilize on us was mace, not pepper spray. Bear mace. And I don't know what they had, but they had these extendos. I'm so serious. So if somebody tried to like escape and climb a tree, they would mace you down. Like literal bear mace. It was so bad. So let's say you're in the hole or security. It was a whole hallway with like doors that could close the hallway in basically. So there was this one time they maced this girl Jasmine. They sat there and maced her like 2-3 times through her food trap and shut it and then locked us all in there. And yeah, we're in our own cells, but like the mace creeps up under the door, so it had the whole hallway burning, screaming, begging for air. You were not allowed to get your inhaler. They would just leave you gasping and burning. When you're in security, a lot of the times you don't have a mattress, you don't have a blanket, you're literally just in a room by yourself. There's nothing in there. It's you in a bed frame, so you have to lay on the floor, and the floor has mace on it, so your whole body is burning at all times. God forbid you have to rub your eye. And after they mace you, you would get in the shower, and if you refused to get in the shower, they would strip you down and throw you in the shower, and the shower had a cage in it, so when you showered, you were walking into a cage with a door that could like lock, so they would lock you in the shower. And there was this one time they maced this girl, I don't remember her name, but they stripped her down, threw her in the shower, locked her in there, and kept the curtain open. And we have men working on our unit, and they just had her in there suffocating, butt naked, curtain open, not a care in the world. It was disgusting. We all had to see that. And then the mace would get into places you don't want mace, so then you couldn't pee for the next week because it would feel like you had to clap. I'm gonna be honest, I've been to jail over 30 times. I broke the record for the juvenile that's been to jail the most times in Washington County. They used to place bets on me to see how long it would take for me to come back. To be honest, I don't really remember most of the times on why I went to jail, but I've been in jail for literally anything and everything you can think of besides like major. First time I went to jail was for running away, stealing cars, nicotine, weed, couple batteries, 2 domestics, fighting the police, criminal damage to property. One time I went to jail and had to get bailed out for $100 for telling a teacher to F off. It's still on my record. I got charged as an adult at 16 for breaking my bond for that. And I broke my bond by talking to my ex. I had him in my house. He was in my bed. There was points in time where I was going to jail twice in one day. That happened 3 or 4 times. Yeah, just weird. I'm 20 years old and I'm still paying off from when I was a teenager. So yeah, it's a pretty lengthy list. My record was 3 pages before I was expunged. Yeah. No. For the most part, yes. Sometimes, no. Tukey. Every single morning. 6 a.m. Where's my pineapple juice? Where's my pineapple juice? Nobody knows where your pineapple juice is, and I don't know why she got her own pineapple juice special. She wasn't allergic to anything. She was just spoiled. I did not like her. Bree was 21 putting her hands on 16-year-olds. If these little crybabies didn't get what they wanted, they would bang and like kick their door. I mean, guilty, but like when it's not you doing it, it's awful. But oh my god, Jasmine, no. She used to get tied to board. I know that sounds insane. They used to tie her to a board and she used to lay there and pee in a bucket. That is real. This one time she put a paper clip in her where they put a catheter, and she was always in a turtle suit. No, not everybody is chill. Prison proved to me that you do not need to have the internet to have trends. We had a lot of trends when we were in prison, and a lot of them were annoying. Having nails in prison. As far as acrylics goes, that's gonna be a no. A lot of the times they already make you remove your acrylics when you get to jail, so there's not really a lot of times where somebody comes to prison with nails on. There is some jails that do allow it, but any jail that I've ever been in, you had to take your nails off. No fake nails allowed, but we could paint our nails. If you came in with nail polish, obviously that was fine, no big deal. So they had level systems, kind of like in elementary school. And if you were a level 1, you weren't allowed to paint your nails, but if you were a level 2 or 3 on Saturdays at 7 p.m., they would bring out the nail polish and you could paint your nails. Level 2 was only allowed 1 color, but level 3s were allowed 2 or 3 colors. One time, I stole a nail polish and painted my nails, and my entire cell smelled so stanky, like nail polish, and they found it in my room, and I got in trouble, and I wasn't allowed to paint my nails for 2 weeks.
Drake has dominated